This may seem far-fetched, and you may think it sounds a little crazy, but here goes. I'm not crazy, by the way. There is a lot of context behind this to tell you my mentality. That was what I saw was not a form of sleep paralysis. The first time I saw a UFO was 10 years ago. I saw it with my sister. It was triangular and had white lights under each corner. That interaction alone was weird enough, but I don't want to dive much into it. Essentially, I have had experiences with alien crafts and paranormal things alike. Thought you guys should know first. Now, back to what happened. Last year, 2017, sometime in November, I took a trip to a games convention. A group of friends and I rented out a motel room while we were down there for a week. This happened on the first night we were there. I was sleeping in the same bed as my partner at the time. Now, I have had experiences in sleep paralysis my entire life. I don't think anyone could convince me otherwise, that what I saw was anything to do with sleep paralysis. I remember sleeping, obviously, but I don't remember any dreams. Out of nowhere, I suddenly woke up, but I didn't open my eyes. I had this really strange and odd feeling about my surroundings. I knew immediately something wasn't right. Still, with my eyes closed, I felt this pressure on the side of my head. I was sleeping on my left side. It was right at my temple, and it felt like someone was pushing their finger onto it. While this was happening, simultaneously I remember answering questions. I don't know what they were, but I was responding and giving answers. It felt as though it was through my subconscious. In my head, I saw this blast of colour from a dark void. It looked like a gas cloud. Many clouds, actually. Colours of orange, white, and purple, I think it was. It also had stars throughout it. That alone freaked me out. I couldn't move at this point, and my eyelids were incredibly heavy as I started to attempt to open my eyes. I could see something standing right next to me. I looked up as much as I could, and to my horror, that's when I saw it. Right next to me, this big, black-eyed alien was staring at me. The motel room was dark, but from what I saw, this being had greenish, brown, reptile-like skin. It didn't look like a crocodile, but you can tell it was reptilian. It had massive, black, almond eyes, slanted upwards, and had a small head. It didn't exceed to be far beyond his eyes. He had this suit on, which was changing colours, almost like he was trying to morph into the surroundings. Think Mystique. Needless to say, I freaked the heck out. My first reaction was to fight it off. I managed to lift my arms as much as I could, and started to sluggishly fight it off. It backed away slightly, and turned to the left, then proceeded to walk down towards the end of the bed. It was only around 4 feet tall. It felt as if my entire body was vibrating. Not the kind of vibration you get from a PS4 controller. It was like a bass from a car. I felt heavy. My entire body was vibrating, but I still managed to lift myself up from the bed and sit up straight. If I had to put another feeling to it, I felt drugged. Like someone had 2 low speakers on either side of me blasting it, causing me not able to move. As I got up to the top to see where the alien went, I blacked out. Woke up instantly afterwards, feeling rested, and still in the same position as when I had my interaction with the alien. My partner said he didn't feel or see anything that night, but he believed me. Needless to say, my mentality broke after that. I got into severe depression, and my anxiety was so bad, I started to contemplate suicide. I also got derealization disorder, which went on for about a month of feeling like an avatar in a massive simulation. This was about 1 to 2 months after my interaction. My broken mentality alone was enough to convince me that this wasn't anything but real.